guys, Coach Ben here to talk to you all about some back squatting technique. We're doing a lot of back squats in this cycle, so we want to make sure that we are all safe and lifting as much as possible to get as strong as possible over the next few weeks. So in the squat, the first thing we want to go over is foot placement. So for the foot placement, you want to go somewhere between hip and shoulder width apart. So if you find your hip bones, that's going to be about hip width, or you can go a little bit wider, shoulder width stance, okay? I like to go a little more narrow. You can have your toes facing forward, or you can go out slightly. I like to go out just a little bit. Depends on your hips, your hip mobility, hip shape, etc. So now we have our stance. We want to make sure we have the weight distributed through the middle of the foot, okay? So not too far back on the heels, not up on the toes. I find it's helpful to think about pressing my big toe into the ground and then also having my heels in contact, all right? So now we have our stance and we have our weight distribution set in the foot. So now we want to make sure we're going to initiate properly. We don't want to initiate the squat by sitting too far back like this, and we don't want to initiate by sending the knees too far forward like this. We want to break simultaneously at the hip and the knee, more like this, okay? So as you break at the hip and the knee, you're going to sink down under control until you hit your bottom position, okay? Ideally, we want to try and get the hip crease below the knee, but if you have some mobility limitations, that's okay. So we'll get down and we'll stand up quickly, right? Okay, so that's how we initiate the squat. Now, when we're back squatting, we want to make sure that we are stabilizing our spine when we're adding some load to it, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate a couple back squats and how to get set up. So you take a comfortable grip, you get set up, set the bar tightly over the back and stand. When you go to brace your core, you want to flex your stomach like you're about to get punched in the stomach and create 360 degrees of pressure. You want to avoid overarching your back like this, and you also want to avoid rounding your back like this. So the common mistakes we see are too much of an arch, sitting way far back, we get the nice big butt wink, and that can cause some back pain. We also want to make sure that we're not rounding at the bottom, as that can also cause some strain, okay? So instead, bear down like you're about to get punched in the stomach, weights in the middle of the foot, break at the hip and the knee, hit the bottom, drive out quickly, okay? One more time, so we brace, break at the hip and the knee, come up quick, and then re-rack. And that's it.